Hi, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good
How
evening,
are
ma'am.
you all?
Fine, ma'am. How are you?
Same, fine. So far, doing good. How is the situations at your places now?
Here it's the same.
Same thing.
Yeah. What about there, ma'am?
Uh, yeah, the same thing is going on. Nothing like, I don't know, like they said that they are going to take off the curfew by Monday. I'm not sure though. But I think now today also like 5 death tolls there, I think. Hope for the best, ne?
Yeah, ma'am.
Only 7 are here still. Where are the others? Okay, so any questions from last week? So last week we discussed the phobia thing. So today I'll just explain how to do the graded exposure therapy with phobias. Any questions so far? Okay, if y'all don't have any questions, so then I'll just explain how to do that. I mean, what kind of therapeutic things that we can do with the phobias. So phobias also like now, if you take like this, the main thing is like we do the graded exposure therapy and the CBT. Those are the things mainly we do with phobias. So CBT is applied because like always to have a specific phobia in a sense excessive fear, to have that there, I mean there should be a thought. A thought එක තමයි thought leads to this the emotion. So the fear is the emotion, so that particular thought leads to have these emotions. So once the person have this emotion, so then it leads to behaviors. So එනිසා තමයි those who are for the scared, really scared, deadly scared for spiders, so they are having some kind of a thought related to that, and then having the fear selama thought එක. So that is the main thing, basic thing it happens. So after one particular incident or one of the experience, so සමහරට pitch එකක් දැකලා නැත්නම් discovery channel එක now with the spiders නම් like I have met so a few, so many me කියන්නත් බෑ. I think like 6-7 වගේ හම්බ වෙලා තියෙනවා. I used to, I mean, I got an opportunity to work with 5 or 6 kind of that. I can't remember exact number, but they mainly like spider කෙනෙක් කාලා නෙමෙයි, because in Sri Lanka here we don't have poisonous spiders. In Amazon and Ghana වල එහෙම like there are spiders, deadly poisonous spiders are there, but in Sri Lanka we don't have. Even in Sinharaja එහෙම poisonous spiders ලා නැහැ. but අර කාලා එහෙම මුකුත් නෙමෙයි. එහෙමනම් අර මේ lectures ලට කොච්චර scary වෙන්න ඕනේද? But like we don't have that much. The thing is, most of them when they are sharing the experiences of them, what they share was like the movies, Discovery Channel. From there they heard kind of that, and some animation movies ඒවත් එක්ක. And also like sometimes one remember she assimilated it with the octopus movie එකක් බලලා. So then after that, so she assimilated that with octopus. And then octopus ට ලොකු fear එකක් තිබුණා, but it's not very very severe than like the spider. So spider එක like she has added so many things. ඒකට තව තව ඒවා add කරගෙන, thoughts add කරගෙන, so then they will bite me and then I will be killed. Like that. ඒක තමයි ගලන් ගොඩක්ම තිබුණේ. And the cockroaches also having the most of them, it's also very common thing here when it takes with animals, snakes, cockroaches and spiders. I have met with a child who has the phobia for butterflies. So and the flowers, that not the same child. So one is that butterfly, one is a special needs one, Down syndrome kid කෙනෙක්. Even the child who has deadly scared for the එක phobia එකක් තරමටම ගියෙත් නැහැ හැබැයි, but she's deadly scared for white flowers. එක කියන්නේ like she never put a white flower on her hair and never touch it. කුමරි මෙහෙම on the lane. She also special needs Down syndrome kid. Where we used to work with them. මෙහෙම ලේන් එකක ඇවිදගෙන යද්දි මේ white flower එකක් තිබුණොත් එහෙම අර මොකෙද්ද සතෙක් දැක්කා වගේ පැත්තකට පැනලා කෑ ගහලා අයින් වෙනවා. So like that. But she doesn't have a sweating ඒවා මුකුත් තිබ්බේ නැහැ. But after that she left it, so I don't know whether is it highly diagnosed as a phobia, but she has that fear. It could be, there could be a fear for flowers also.
Ma'am, excuse me.
Yeah.
Hello, ma'am. Here it was an incident like it was thundering and all the plugs are out, and it was a
Okay.
major incident here. So I can't join the class today since I don't have power
It's
also.
okay. It's okay.
So I came to inform you, ma'am. Thank you.
No. Okay, yeah, sure. Right.
Okay, ma'am.
Because if it is thundering and lightning, make sure it's okay. You all have the recordings.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes. I'm telling everyone, because if we are using a router or something, router could be, if it's on. So don't worry, you all having a recording. My place also a little bit of thundering, but still I can manage it. So for me also, if it's going to be worse, I'll going to quit the session. So even you all also, if it is heavily lightning and thundering, don't worry, can listen for the recordings. Okay. So right, before taking the graded, from the graded exposure therapy, the CBT, we are going to change the thoughts of it, and we do the REBT also for the emotions, because the person having one's irrational thought and apply CBT to change the irrational thoughts to rationality. And then also the fear is irrational, because exactly we really don't want to I have fear towards the flower, sometimes flower, butterflies, but snakes, of course, yes. by when one, but like we can find out the precautions over there, so that we have to understand. So can apply the REBT as well, but mainly to expose the fear කියන එක ටික ටික අඩු කරන්න. දැන් නිකං CBT අපි නිකං කතා කරලා නිකං REBT apply කරා කියලා එක වෙන්නේ නැහැ, because we want to reduce the fear level එක reduce කරන්න ඕනේ. So the how to reduce the fear level is by doing the graded exposure therapy, right? So the graded exposure therapy එකෙන් කරන්නේ like we are asking the, now if you've met a person who is having a phobia with specific thing, so very first we ask the person to write down the thoughts, and then so obviously negative thoughts, and also we do ask the patient to write down the emotions. What type of emotions do you have? Only fear? So most of the times not only fear, sometimes having some kind of fear, and sometimes again it depends on the situation, anger what තියන්නත් පුළුවන්. It could be, I mean we have to talk with the person, so then he might come out සමහරවිට fear විතරක් නෙවෙයි. So like that we write down the thoughts and the emotions. After that we do the ratings. The rating is very important. මේ rating කියන එක හැම තැනටම යනවා. දැන් මේ method එක stress වලටත් අපි ගන්නවා, and the depression, anxiety, so the phobia, same thing, thought recording, and then rating that. And so we are asking for thoughts, obviously not only one thought, there could be few thoughts. So then we do ask the client to rate them. So we do say, okay, from 0 to 10 you just think about it, and you just try to live on this situation for a moment and just think like which number that you can give for this thought. How severe is it? We are going to measure the severity of your thought and the emotion. So after that, so mainly like we like එතකොට thoughts ගැන කතා කරද්දී ratings උත් එක්ක we start to talk from the worst one. Worst one එකෙන් තමයි කතා කරන්න පටන් ගන්න. So then like worst one එක සමහරවිට ගොඩක් ලාට generalize වෙද්දී ඉතුරු ටික ඉබේම automatically එයාම independently he himself change the thoughts into a rationality. So it's a very good point. So once we realize it, okay, the client was able to change the whatever the irrational thoughts into rationality by his own. So please, we have to appreciate it. Okay, now here you yourself able to change. So it's a very great effort, very great achievement what you had done, Kinika. So that motivation is really effective for the person to overcome the situation. So once that, so we can apply the graded exposure therapy while doing the relaxation. Graded exposure therapy, before starting the therapy also we do the relaxation, and after the session also we do the relaxation, because the person is not relaxed. Then බය දෙයක් ගැන අපි කතා කරනවා කියලා කියන්නේ මනුස්සයා කොහොමදවත් relax නැහැනේ. දැන් පිට තැනක් ඉන්න කොහොමද try කරනවා. He try to be relaxed, but it's not, I mean, it's very hard for the person. So that's what we do the relaxation activities. So at the beginning also we do the medication, and then after that also we can do the medication. So there are different types of medication. හැමදාම එකම music එක අහලා ස්තේක වහගෙන ඉන්න කියන්නේ නැතුව එක එක වෙනස් ඒවා කරන්න පුළුවන්. So which can make the person to be interesting also. Right now, graded exposure therapy එකේදී, so then අපි හිතන්න ස්පයිඩර්ට කියලා තියෙන බය, right? So then ස්පයිඩර්ට තියෙන බය ගත්තාම ළමයා දානවා ස්පයිඩර්ට තියෙන මගේ බය 10%ක්ම බයයි, right? So I really don't, so then we want to say that, okay, would you like to talk about the spider? Sometimes the clients would say, yeah, I can talk about the, okay, can talk in a sense like I really don't want to talk about what do the spiders do or whatever, but I can overheard the word of spider. Okay, so then you can start from that point. Then හිතන්න spider ගැන කතා කරන්නම අකමැති. Oh my god, I can't hear the word even when I overheard that I'm done. Okay, right. Then you can't talk about the spider. So then how to do that? then we have to go for some other alternatives. Then spider කෙනෙක් වගේ. Then spider කියන්නේ insect කෙනෙක්නේ. හරි. So then you may say to the client, okay, right. So you can't overheard the even to overheard the word of spider ne. Okay, fine. So then we just talk about the insects very first. Then මෙතනදී phobia තියෙන කෙනෙක් වෙන්නේ consciously. දැන් ෆෝබියා තියෙන කෙනා දන්නවා මට මෙතෙන්ට ෆෝබියා එකක් තියෙනවා. මම මේක ඕවර්කම් කරන්න ඕනේ. ඒ කියන conscious level එකේ ඉන්නේ. So එතකොට you can discuss with the client. Of course you can discuss with the client and say, okay, fine. So you can't talk about that. It's okay. So we have to overcome that situation. To overcome that situation, we'll start from this point. We'll come to this topic. අපි ස්පයිඩර්ට එන්න හැබැයි මට මේක කරගෙන යද්දි ඔයාට ස්පයිඩර් කියන තැනට එන්න පුළුවන්. right? අපි ඒකට එන්න තමයි මෙතෙන්ට යන්නේ කියන එක. And also we ask, okay, you would like to talk about the insects. What do you think? එතකොට දැන් ක්ලයන්ට්ට උවමනාවක් තියෙනවා මේක ඕවර්කම් කරගන්න ඕනේ කියන එක. එතකොට ක්ලයන්ට් උනත් එෆර්ට් එකක් දරනවා. මොකද අපි සයිකෝ එඩියුකේෂන් දැන් මොනා කරන්නත් කලින් සයිකෝ එඩියුකේෂන් එක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම දෙන්න ඕනේ ෆස්ට් කවුන්සලින් සෙෂන් එකේදී. මොනවාද අපි මෙතන කරන්නේ, කොහොමද කරන්නේ, අනිත් එක counselor කෙනෙකුට only counselor can't play a huge role here. We need to have your support කියන එක in the psychoeducation. So psychoeducation is the very important factor where we have to use in the counseling sessions in the first session. First session එකේම client කෙනෙක්ව හම්බුනහම අපි අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම psychoeducation එක දෙන්න ඕනේ. So psychoeducation in a sense, I'll talk about the psychoeducation also in this point. So psychoeducation in a sense, we are just acknowledge the client. Okay. So do you know what is the condition of you? කියන එක. දෙක පාරටම කියන්නේ prescription එක අරන් ආපු ගම okay. So you have depression, no? එහෙම කියලා කියන්නේ නැහැ. We never say like that, right? So once the client comes a psychiatric clinic refer karla, okay, this person has diagnosed as depression. So the psychiatric has recommended to do CBT for 15 sessions, right? So then it's sent to the psychotherapist. So like we have to aware of it, okay, then you know the prescription and you know some depression කියලා ගොඩක් වෙලාට ලියන්නේ DPX කියලා තමයි ලියන්නේ. ඒ වගේම නම් තාම ඉතින් ඔයගලන්ට අවශ්‍ය කරන ටූල් මැනුවල් ටූල් එකේ තමයි අපි ඒ වගේ ෂෝට් ෆෝම්ස් ඉගෙන ගන්නවා BSc වගේ කරද්දි. දැන් නැත්තම් BSc ගොඩක්ම කතා කරන්නේ මැනුවල් ටූල් ICD-10 එහෙම ඊළඟට පෝස්ට් ග්‍රැජුවේට් එහෙම කරන අය තමයි දැන් සයිකෝതെරපිස්ට් කෙනෙක් කිව්වම ස්පෙෂලායිස් වෙන්නත් ඕනේනේ. ඉතින් ඒ කාලේ තමයි ඕක ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරන්නේ because there are short forms.
Ma'am, short
prescription
form was
forms
sent.
තියෙනවා.
Yes, ma'am. We got this short forms in our group. Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
We got that short forms to our group. It was
Oh,
sent
short
by
forms
the
ටිකක්
colleagues.
දීලා තිබුණා. ඔය පොඩ්ඩක් ඉතින් තියෙනවා. ඔක්කොම ට්‍රීට්මන්ට්ස් වල නැහැ. ඔයගලන්ට ඔය සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ජෙනරල් මම දැක්ක එක රොටේට් වෙනවා threads වල. පොඩ්ඩක් ජෙනරල් තියෙන හැම ඩිසෝඩර් එකක් මෙතනත්ම තිබෙන්නේ නැහැනේ. So චුට්ටක් ජෙනරලි yes. ඔයගලන්ට දැනට නම් එච්චරටම අවශ්‍යත් නැහැ ඒ ටික. So like that it's mentioned. So then once you know it, okay, fine, then okay, this person has this කියන එක. So in the psychoeducation we just talk to the person. So then depression කෙනෙක් ඉඳගෙන ඉන්නා නම් okay, so how are you? So you went to the doctor, right? So what did the doctor say? Did doctor say anything? Likewise you can discuss and talk to the client. Okay, so yeah, so now you are supposed to go for 15 sessions and explain how your sessions going on. Psychoeducation එකේදී මේ depression ගැන නෙමෙයි කියන්න තියෙන්නේ ඇත්තටම. So how your sessions going on? Okay, so now the doctor has recommended 15 days, 15 sessions. So 15 sessions are done like this once a week. You have to come. So it will be the day that you have to come here is the time which is convenient for you as well as for me. So that we can discuss like which is the convenient time for both parties, and then we can select it, and also like explain the client how the validity of presenting to the therapy session කියන එක. මොකද සමහර client ලා අද එනවා ලබන සතියේ නැහැ. ඊළඟ සතියේ එනවා ආය සති දෙකකින් නැහැ. ඒක කරන්න බෑ. That cannot be done. Especially depression කියන මොනම disorder එකකදී first phase එකේදී ඔක කරන්නම බෑ. දැන් medication ගද්දි අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම it says if it is severe twice a day දා ගන්නවා. මොකද mild එක්කෙනෙකුට තමයි අපි once a week වගේ කියන්නේ. severe depression, schizophrenic, borderline disorder ඒ වගේ තියෙන අයට OCD, phobia, severe තියෙන අයට twice a week නැත්නම් thrice a week විතර ගෙන්න ගන්නවා. And also like anxiety attack, panic attack and anxiety, and especially with suicidal attempts, ඒ වගේ අපි thrice a week විතර ගෙන්න ගන්නවා. And having a very good contact with the family members like that. So that you have to explain to the client. මගදී කියන්න බෑ. දැන් පළවෙනි දවසේ psycho education එකේ හොඳට explain කරාම ඉන්න client අය එයාගේ parent කෙනෙක් හරි කවුරු හරි guardian හරි spouse හරි කවුරු හරි, so then they decide themselves whether we can continue it or not. ඕකත් ගොඩක් වෙලාවට ශ්‍රී ලංකන් setting එකේ හරිම වැරදියට සිද්ධ වෙන දෙයක්. මොකද පළවෙනි දවසේ ડોක්ටර් කියලා දැන් දීලා ආවහම අපි කියනවා හරි ඕකේ එන්නකෝ අපි බලමුකෝ එතකොට එහෙම කියලා කියනවා. එන්නකෝ බලමුකෝ කියලා පළක දවස් දෙක ඔහොමම ගෙන්නගෙන මැදදී අපි change වෙන ඒවා අපිට ඕන ඒවා කියනවා. ඒක ethically right දෙයක් නෙවෙයි, හරි දෙයක් නෙවෙයි. මොකද process එක යද්දී මනුස්සයා කිව්වම සමහරට ඒ කෙනාට ඒක කරන්න බැරි වෙන්න පුළුවන්. අකමැති වෙන්න පුළුවන් ඒ විදිහට මොනවාද කියලා පස්සේ දැනගත්තාම upset යන්න පුළුවන්. So then I mean the client has the right to complain you because we were not informed කියන එක. අනිවාර්යෙන් client right එකක් තියෙනවා inform කරේ නෑ කියලා කියන්නේ. හැබැයි inform කරලා if you are recording all sort of things, I explain this thing, I explain this thing කියලා මේවා කරලා client ගෙන් sign එක ගත්තොත් client can't complain that. Right? So then like we make a very clear picture for the client how the sessions going on, what is the time period, how long this will be gone, and also explain the family member, whoever who comes with the client. So this is the situation, and explain them what kind of changes could happen with the person. Because the family support එක ගොඩක් වෙලාවට mental illnesses වලදී very very important. So then it is our responsibility because people don't know. Now you might know what is depression and what is anxiety කියන එක ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඉගෙන ගන්න නිසා. Sometimes your whoever friends or family members might know slightly since you are discussing with them. If you are discussing with them, if you are not discussing, they also don't know. So I mean we can't put a blame for the society because like there are only few less amount of people who are knowing all these things about the mental illnesses. මේවා කොහෙවත් උගන්වන්නේ නැහැනේ, අඩුම තරමේ කතා කරන්නේත් නැහැනේ. ඒ නිසා මිනිස්සු දන්නේ නැහැ. ඉතින් එතකොට අපිට අනිත් අයගෙන්ට මොකක් හරි වරදක් වුණොත් කරන්න දෙයක් නෑ, අපිට දොස් කියන්නත් බෑ. So then beforehand, before starting that, we want to give a very good knowledge for the family members also. I mean just explain this might be this going to be the situation of this person, so we need your support also. Definitely this can be curable, but we need your support. මේ positive fact එකත් දැන් නෙගටිව්ම කියාගෙන යන්නත් එපා. ඒතර මිනිස්සුන්ට අර නෙගටිව් මිනිස්සුන්ට ජීවිතේම එපා වෙනවානේ. නෑ, කියෝ කරන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි අපිට support එක ඕනේ. it's කියෝ හැම වෙලේම mention කරන්න counseling කෙනෙක් ආවහම උනත් හැම වෙලේම mention කළ යුතු දෙයක් තමයි this is curable. එකනේ ඇත්ත, බොරුවක් නෙවෙයි. This is curable. This can be controlled. But we need your support. If there is no support, then I also can't do anything. ඔගොල්ලෝ මම කියන විදිහට කරන්න ඕනේ. මම කියන කාලෙට එන්න ඕනේ. මේ කියන දේවල් කරන්න ඕනේ. ඒත් එක්කම so you I mean you all can contact me. I am contactable at any time. So then after having an appointment, so you can talk to me also if there's any problem. Right? දැන් මෙතන contactable කියලා කියන්නේ මම කලිනුත් counseling skills ගැන කතා කරද්දි කතා කරා counselor කෙනෙක් මේක 24 hours ම alert කියන එකක් නෙමෙයි. So always you can have your personal life definitely, yes, but like make sure like you are there to give us support. Then මොනවා හරි ගලන්ට so then if they want to talk to you all, so tell them okay, so you can drop a message, then I'll give a good time to talk to me. Whatever the good time for me, I'll let you all know. So then you can talk about that. කතා කරන්න ඕන ගමන් රෑ 12ටත් කවුන්සලර්ට කතා කරගෙන මේ මනුස්සයාගේ නිින්ද කඩන එක ඒක නෙමෙයි. So always contactable and reachable in a sense, not every single minute, but like whenever the time, so you can have an appointment with me කියන එක. Right, ඒකත් එක්ක so after giving the psychoeducation, the client also knows what is the procedure is going to be happen. And even the family members, if he comes with the family member, it would be really great because තනි වෙන මිනිස්සෙක් නම් කමක් නැහැ ඕනේ නැහැ ගෙදරක නම් ඉන්නේ if they even if they came to the session alone, you may just ask them to bring one of the family member next day. මොකද ඒගොල්ලන් අනිවාර්යෙන් දැනුවත් කරන්න ඕනේ. සමහර වෙලාවට සමහර අය ඇවිල්ලා කියනවා අනේ මැඩම් මේ ගෙදර අය දන්නේ නැහැ එහෙම කියලා. මම කියලා නැහැ එහෙම කියලා තැනකදී. ඉතින් සමහර තැන් තියෙනවා සමහර දේවල් දැන් ගොඩක් sexual disorder සමහරවට කියන්න බැරි තැන් තියෙනවා. එහෙමත් අවස්ථා තියෙනවා. ඉතින් කියා ගන්න බැරි තැන්. හැබැයි එහෙම වුණාම ඒගොල්ලන්ට හරි අමාරුයි because I mean when they are having some kind of malfunctioning behaviors, like there is no one in the family is understood that we can't blame on them also because they don't know what is the condition. So එතකොට මේ මිනිස්සයා හරි අසරණයි. Right, so that problem also there. So ඒ වගේ අවස්ථාවකදී එහෙම ඇවිල්ලා කිව්වත් දැන් මම නම් ගොඩක් වෙලාවට මට ඇවිල්ලා කවුරු හරි මගේ client කෙනෙක් ඔය ආපු අය එහෙම කිව්වහම like I try to explain it because it gains some beneficial for you all කියලා. හැබැයි සමහර අවස්ථා තියෙනවා ඉතින් parents ලා වුණත් අර mental කිව්ව ගමන් මොනවාද අංගොඩ mental hospital එකට යවලත් ඉවරයි. මුල් ඒරියාවට යවලත් ඉවරයි. හරි එහෙම එකක් තියෙනවානේ. සමහරවිට එම්මකුර විතරයි ඇහෙන්න ඕනේ. කට තවත් ටිකක් දාලා මෙහෙම තවත් මොකක් හරි නන් ටිකක් දාලා ඒක මේ උනේ හෙම්බිරිස්සා වගේ හැන්දිලා හොඳ වෙනවා එහෙම කියන එකක් නැහැ. ඒක සදාකාලික මේ මනුස්සයට ඒක හොඳ වෙලා යන්තම් තරහ ගියා වුණා තානේ අපි එක එක නම් කියනවා ඔළුව අප්සෙට් කියනවා ඔළුව හොඳ නැහැ කියනවා මොලේ පොඩ්ඩක් මේවා වෙලා කියලා එක එක ඒවා කියනවානේ අපි ඔය මේ තත්ත්වයන් වලට. So I think like there are situations like that. So, but I myself, like I try to understand the situations. If it is really worse and helpless support environment, so then I don't force them to come. Not forcing in a sense, I just give up it. But if I feel it, no, it would be better. Kila family background. Sometimes there are some incidents which I motivated them and let them to know. මොකද එහෙම දැන් ඊට පස්සේ ඒගොල්ලෝ කියලා තියෙනවා client ලා නෑ මම මෙහෙම කිව්වට පස්සේ ඇත්තට මේගොල්ලෝ තේරුම් ගත්තා මට හරි support එකක් දුන්නා බෙහෙත් බොන්න මතක් කරනවා හැමදේම මතක් කරන එක ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ caring එක වැඩි ඒක දැක්කම මට like I feel some positive කියන එක. Yeah, so there are some I mean then you have to understand the client situation. ඒක නිකන් නෑ නෑ දැනගන්නම ඕනේ කියලා එහෙම එකක් නෑ. අපි මොන කවුන්සලින් සෙෂන් එක ගියා වුණත් කිසිම සෙෂන් එකක් මේ ඊයේ හිටපු client කරපු විදිහට මෙයත් OCD මෙයත් OCD කියලා එහෙම කරන්නේ I mean it's no way you can't do that. Your processes are totally different because your clients are different. They are coming with different backgrounds, they are coming with different conditions and different levels. And so you never ever can apply the same process for all the clients, even they are coming with the same illnesses. Right, so after giving the is psychoeducation clear for you all? Any questions related to that?
Yes,
Hello.
ma'am, clear.
I hope you all can hear me.
Yes, ma'am, it's clear.
All right. Okay. Thanks. So today is fine, eh? Not like last week.
Yeah, today it's clear. No, it's not stuck in.
Okay. Right. Okay. So then that is psychoeducation. So once the psychoeducation is given, so then like we can start the sessions and kind of these all sort of thought recordings and all. So then the graded exposure therapy එකේදී, so now we can discuss, as I mentioned earlier also, we can discuss with the client and say, okay, so we'll go back, we'll start from this topic. So if the client is okay to talk about insects generally, so then you can talk about the insects generally, and then you may ask the client to find, or you may show some insect, anything, spider to චුට්ටක් related වෙන අයත් එහෙම මෙහෙන් දාන්න ඕනේ ඉතින්. එහෙම දාලා ඔන්න පොඩි ස්පයිඩර් කෙනෙකුට අර tiny baby spiders ලා වගේ ඉන්නේ. අන්න එහෙම කෙනෙකුට උන් අතරින් පතර චුට්ටක් දාලා පෙන්නන්න පුළුවන්. Then you can observe the reaction of the client. එයාට කොහොමද? සමහරලාට දැන් අපි ස්පයිඩර් කොහොම ලොකු එකෙකුට තියෙන බය අර tiny එකෙක් දැක්කත් ඔව් බය කියනවා. So then you can, I mean, while you are exposing that, you can observe the client's behavior. ඒක දැක්කහම මොකද? පුටුවෙන් නැගිටලා දුවන තරමට බය වුණාද? නැත්නම් ඕකේද? then එහෙම නැත්නම්, so then you can find හරි. ඒ කියන්නේ චූටි baby spider ට ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. දැන් අන්න ඊළඟ දවසේ අර කට්ටිය පොඩක් අඩු කරලා baby spiders ලා දෙන්නෙක් විතර දාලා නැත්නම් පොඩි enlarge කරපු චුට්ටක් enlarge කරපු pitch එකක් screen එකේ පෙන්වන්න පුළුවන්. Also you can ask, දැන් අර එදා පෙන්නලා like you didn't ask නේ, ඊට පස්සේ අහන්නත් පුළුවන්. So now there is a spider, what do you think about, දැන් spider කියන වචනයටත් බය නම් පෙන්නලා අහන්න පුළුවන්. So what do you think about this now? Same fear or how is it? neutral ද කියන එක වගේ. ඒ වගේ ටික like you can expose the spider මුලින්ම පිච්ච එකක්, ඊට පස්සේ ඔහොම දැන් ඉස්සෙල්ලාම මේ අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම ලයිව් එකකට බයයිනේ. ඉතින් එතකොට අපිට අර අඩුම තැන ඉඳන් තමයි පටන් ගන්න වෙන්නේ. right? පොඩි picture එකදී ඊට පස්සේ චුට්ටක් enlarge කරලා. So I'll explain one thing මගේ real මේකක් client කෙනෙක්ගේ spider කෙනෙකුට කරපු එකක් මම ඔයගලන්ට කියන්නම් කොහොමද කරේ කියලා. So මෙයාගේ ඇත්තටම like he had a deadly scared of, even overheard it. So he refused to talk about the she refused to talk about the spider. So she said, no, I don't want to talk about spiders because it's echoing වගේ කියලා. කියන්නේ අයට tactiles උත් තිබුණා. මේ spider ඇඟේ යනවා වගේ දැනෙනවා කියලා. So it's a severe case එකක්. So then I thought of, I said, okay, fine. What about if I talk about the insects කියලා? So then she said like, insects okay, but not spider කියලා. Then I thought of, okay, fine කියලා. So then I thought I didn't start with spiders. I just talked බොහොම random ඒවා තමයි ඇත්තටම suggestions 3-4 යනකම් කතා කරේ. Graded exposure therapy එක පටන් ගත්තෙත් නෑ. I just talk about the person, ඔය එක වෙච්ච ඒවා, එක එයාත් තිබුණු සතුන්ගේ experiences. Then I got to know one of the dog, she was bitten by a dog. And ඒ වගේ එක experience සති 4ක් ඇත්තටම like it's just දැන් අපි වෙන කෙනෙකුට හිතනවා නිකන් just wasting time because she paid me and having 4 sessions නිකම්ම. But that she understood that. ඒක තමයි psychoeducation එකේ තියෙන validity එක. because psychoeducation එකේදී I explain her because like I need time to approach to your situation. So then you have to be patient. So that client understood that. The approach එක understood කරගත්තා. දැන් අපි හරියට ඒක explain කරගත්තේ නැත්නම්, so then the client would skip the session and go අනේ මුකුත් කරන්නේ අදත් නිකන් ඔහේ හිටියා මගේ සල්ලි අපරාධි කියලා එන්නේ නැතුව යනවා. ඒකට psycho education එක හොඳටම දෙන්න ඕනේ. මේක මෙහෙම තමයි කරන්නේ. ඒ නිසා ඒ ගැන මගේ අවසාන ඔයාට කියෝ වෙන්න පුළුවන් කියන තැන ඉඳගෙන මෙතෙන්ට එන්න. සෙෂන් බයි සෙෂන් ඉවැලුවේට් කරන්න යන්න එපා කියන එක ගෙදර අයටත් කියන්න, ක්ලයන්ට්ටත් එක්ස්ප්ලেইন කළ යුතුමයි. මොකද අපේ ලංකාවේ තියෙන මේ ලොකු මේකක් තමයි අඩුපාඩුවක් තමයි අපේ මිනිස්සු හරියට ඉවැලුවේට් කරනවා one by one. overall ඉවැලුවේට් කරන්නේ නැහැ. අර remember, can you all remember මම මුල්ම කතා කරා gestalt මේ therapy ගැන කියද්දී what do the gestalt psychologists say?
Whole is better than sum of its parts.
whole is greater than sum of its parts. ඕක psychology වලට විතරක් නෙමෙයි හැම ජීවිතේ හැම තැනකටම බලපාන දෙයක්. Actually like ඔය whole is greater than sum of its parts කියන ඔය ටික ලයිව් මිනිස්සුන්ට කියලා දෙන්නේ. මිනිස්සු අද graded exposure therapy කරලා මකුළුවව අතේ අරගෙන හරි ගෙදර යන තත්ත්වයට එනවානේ. මකුළුවට කිසිම බයක් නැතුව කරේ තියන් හරි යනවා. ඒ බය නැති වෙනවා. ඒත් එක්කම ඒ මිනිස්සු ජීවිතේ ගැන පාඩම් ඉගෙන ගන්නවා. දැන් ගොඩාක් කරන දෙයක්නේ. ටියුෂන් ක්ලාස් එකට ගියත් ටියුෂන් ක්ලාස් එකේ ළමයා පාඩම ඉවර කරගෙන අවුරුද්දක් දෙකක් ඇතුළත ළමයා යමක් ඉගෙන ගන්නවා කියන ඒ පේෂන් එක නෑ. දවසින් දවස පිටු කීයක් කරාද පොත් කීයක් කරාද ඕක තමයි බලන්නේ. We just considering the parts, not only that. ඉතින් එතකොට දැන් කවුන්සලින් වලදී විශේෂයෙන් එක්ස්ප්ලেইন කරන්න ඕනේ parts evaluate කරොත් මෙතන ඇවිල්ලා වැඩ කරන්න බෑ. ඒක කෙලින්ම කියන්න. මොකද නැත්තම් වෙන්නේ if you are not telling that ඇත්තට මහන්සි effort එක අපරාධ. සමහරවිට හරියට දැන් අපි රෙකෝඩ්ස් ගත්තාම ගොඩක් වෙලාවට දැන් මගේ නම් මම ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරේ ගාර්මන්ට් හොස්පිටල් එකක් බේස් කරගෙන. ඉතින් එතකොට ඇත්තට මේන ක්‍රවුඩ් එකත් එක්ක ගත්තාම ටිකක් I have practiced in two places. One is in private hospital and one is government based. ඒතර government ඇත්තටම private hospital එකක තියෙන්නේ channel කරලා එහෙමනේ ඉන්නේ. එතකොට මේ මිනිස්සුන්ට දැන් ප්‍රයිවට් තැනකට ගිහිල්ලා ඒගොල්ලන්මනේ හොයාගෙන යන්නේ ප්‍රයිවට් තැනකට ගොඩාක් වෙලාවට හොයාගෙන ඇවිල්ලා මෙයා කරගෙන ඇවිල්ලා සමහර they have some kind of need within themselves to get cured කියන එක. අර ගානමන් ඒ තිබුණු පරිසරයත් එක්ක ඒ ඉකොනොමිකල් බේස් ඒ සෝෂල් කල්චරල් බෑග්ග්‍රවුන්ඩ් එකේ ඒ බෑග්ග්‍රවුන්ඩ් එක තමයි ලංකාවේ වැඩිපුර ඉන්නේ. අර ප්‍රයිවට් හොස්පිටල් එකේ බෑග්ග්‍රවුන්ඩ් එකේ ඉන්නේ 10ක් 15ක් වගේ. හැබැයි අර ගවර්න්මන්ට් බේස් හොස්පිටල් වල බෑග්ග්‍රවුන්ඩ් එක 50ක් 75ක්ම ලංකාවේ මේ ඉකොනොමිකල් බේස් සොසයිටල් කල්චරල් ෆැක්ටර් එක. එතකොට ඒගොල්ලන්ට තියෙන එක තමයි like just අර instant noodle වගේ. අද ආව අද බෙහෙත ගත්තාම හරියන්න ඕනේ. ඒක තමයි හිතාගෙන ඉන්නේ. අද සෙෂන් එකක් කරා හෙට කරා දෙකක් කරා වැඩි මුණොත් 4ක් එතනින් යන හොඳ වෙන්න ඕනේ. And also the thing is easily give up. අර patient කියන එකත් නැහැ. easily give up කරනවා. සමහර වෙලාවට දැන් ඉකොනොමික්ම කියන්නත් බෑ. ගොඩක් වෙලාවට සමහරලා දැන් මොනවාද hospital එකෙන් private මේ අපි practice කරන එකට එන අයට අතර hospital එකේ තියෙනවා මේ CVIට කරන session එක. ඉතින් එතකොට like even that also like free කිසිම දෙයක් කරන්න ගෙවන්න අවශ්‍යත් නැහැනේ. හැබැයි අර patient එක කාලය යද්දි ඉන්න බැරි කම. ඒගොල්ලන්ට ඕන ඉක්මනට දෙයක් කරගන්න. ඉතින් ගොඩාක් වෙලාවට අපේ recordings වල file වල තියෙන government hospital එකේ වෙච්ච අපි record දාන file තියාගන්නවා. continue වෙන clients ලා හරි මාඩුයි. 4යි 5 3යි 4යි 3 4 5 ඔය sessions ඔච්චර තමයි 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 යන්නේ හරි මාඩුවේ. 50ක් register වුණොත් ඔන්න 10ක් විතර තමයි continue කරගන්නේ. අනේ දැන් ඕනේ නෑ ඕක ඇති. කොහොම තමයි හිතන්නේ. බෙහෙත් බිව්වම ඇති. so ඒක ඇත්තටම මේ you have to give that. අනිවාර්යෙන්ම ඒක ඉන ක්ලයන්ට් ලාට දැන් අපි එච්චර කියලාත් අච්චර කන්ටිනියු වෙන්නේ නැහැ 50ක් આવොත් 20ක් විතර කන්ටිනියු වෙන 10ක් 20ක් විතර කන්ටිනියු වෙන එච්චර කියලාත් නොකිය වුණාම දැන් අපි කියන්නේ නැතුව ඔක හරියට මේවා කරගත්තේ නැතුනම we also getting fed up. we all also getting ready නේ. ඔකට ready වෙනවනේ ක්ලයන්ට් කෙනෙකුට. ඉතින් ready වෙලා plan එකක් හදාගෙන ඉඳි ඕන දවස් 3-4කින් නතර වෙනවා. ඊට වඩා හොඳයි අර මුලදිම කියලා මේවා කරගෙන ආවහම එතකොට ඉතින් අර ඔයගලන්ගේ මහන්සිය effort එකත් වතුර යන්නේ නැහැ. right ඒකත් එක්ක so if I go back to the sessions, so then I used to talk about the animals like කතා කරගෙන කියලා then I moved to the insect and then I asked like I mean just ask how is that කියන එක how I approach was like මං එතන ගෙනල්ලා මේ මොනවාද then I know that person is coming so I put a toffee sorry chocolate එකක් මෙයා කරලා මම කාලා පොඩි chocolate එකක් chocolate කොලේ තියලා තිබ්බා and I just I mean කියන්නේ මගේ target එක උනේ ඒකට කූඹි ගෙන්න ගන්න එක and මං කොහොමද පැය දෙකක් විතර එක කොලේ තියලා තිබ්බ කූඹියක් කියලා. and I was looking for මම මතක මම කෝ කූඹියක් ආවද මට දැන් ගෙනත් තියන්න එනවා කූඹියක් කියලා. so luckily there was a few ants ඊට පස්සේ මං ඒකත් එක්ක table එකේ තියලා so when she came like මේ මොනවාද so then I told her like මට උමනා වුණේ insects ලා ගැන කතා කරන්න යතක ගන්න මේ ants ලාව පෙන් දැක්කලා. so then I said අයියෝ here I forgot this one and the ants came and me මොනා වුණත් කුඹි එනවා එහෙම කියලා so I take her to the topic also and they said like what do y'all do for ants don't you have this problem even my home also having කියන එක. ඒ වගේ වැඩ ඔයගොල්ලෝ අපි කරන්න ඕනේ ගොඩක් වෙලාවට client based එක අනුව. ඇත්තටම මම කරේ දැන් කුඹියාව මම ගෙන්න ගත්තේ. මම කාපු චොක්ලට් එක ටිකක් ඉතුරු කරලා ඒකට මේ දිය වෙන්න ඇරලා ඒකට බිම තියලා කුඹියාව මම ගෙන්න ගත්තා. මොකද මට ටොපික් එකට යන්න ඕන නිසා යත් එක්ක. නැතුව මේ අර ළමයින්ට සම්මනාද social studies lesson එකක් කරන okay today we are going to talk about insects කියලා we can't start the session. right so we have to do something like that දැන් ඔයගලන්ට මේවා ඇත්තට මෙහෙම දැන් මම කියන්නේ මගේ experience එකෙන් මම කරපු දේවල් so I mean දැන් අපි උනත් ඉගෙන ගත්තේ like we overheard our lecturers and also we watch videos so please like after the sessions watch some counseling videos there are nice videos are available so you can see the techniques what kind of techniques you all are applying කියන එක. ඉතින් හැම වෙලේම so once you all then තාම ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේ පොඩි level එකකනේ ඉන්නේ diploma level එකකනේ. ඉතින් ඔයගලන්ට දිගටම මේක continue කරගෙන යනවා නම් so then you can I mean by watching and reading so then you can improve it හැම එකක්ම කරන්න පොත් කියවන්න වීඩියෝ කරන්න ඕනේ. ඊට පස්සේ automatically ඒක එනවා ඉතින් ඇඟේ. So however I did this and then I started to talk then කූඹියක් තමයි ඊට පස්සේ කැරපොත්තට ගියා මට මතකයි. ඌණත් කතා කරා. ගිහලා ඉතින් so I mean the talk about some kind of edama tamai so then I came to that point and say like I mean not only those things like I'm having baby spiders kind of that but I love it එහෙම කියලා. So honestly I love baby spiders so then I just talk about her so then I noticed it like she when I like baby spiders come hina හිටියා උනාට freeze වෙලා වගේ දැන් ඉන්නවා. So that I didn't talk about much but she came to the topic. So that's a goal for her. So after doing the relaxation I said okay so you achieved the goal because we talk about spiders a lot it's a good target. So then each and every day so after that so that is my point starting this exposure therapy so each and every day of exposure therapy end of the day I do the thought recording මොනස වෙනසක් වෙලාද නැද්ද කියන එක මෙයාත් එක්ක නම් මම කතා කරපු client එක වෙනසක් වෙන ටික කාලයක් ගියා so it's okay so then after that next day like I said okay we'll talk about so I ask her as a homework try to see like I mean in your house just have a look whether there are baby spiders like can you see at least one can you have a look on them කියලා so without screaming and others to go and kill them or chase them away so then she came and say I didn't look කියලා බොඳට බැලුවේ නැහැ හැබැයි මම මරන්න කෑ ගැහුවේ මුකුත් නැහැ I try my control myself not to scream and all so then little by little we started with pictures and like after that මම ඉස්ලාමයේ ඇල්ලුවේ picture එකක් enlarge කරපු චූටි පොඩි ලොකු enlarge කරපු එකක් නේ පොඩි baby spider ගේ picture එකක් අතට ගත්තා So she was able to hold the picture of card of a spider. Then after that, Kumari, like she was able to speak about it, spider ගැන කියන්න එහෙම. So then Kumari, she was like okay to be. So I had to struggle. That is my assistant to have. I have to thank because we caught some baby spiders and කාමරේ හින්නේ තියලා තිබුණා. පේන තැනකදී වගේ ගොල්ලන්ට බිත්තිවල යන්න එහෙම මොකද මෙයාට බලන් ඉන්න නිසා. So she had a look and she was okay at that time with the baby spiders also. So finally our target was to watch a video of a spider. She could. Yeah, she could watch a spiders movie thing. එතන ඇතනීතින් යාට life එකේ ඉන්න පුළුවන්. So then after that also like then එදා බැලුවා කියලා එදා session එක ඉවර කරේ නෑ. So I continue for 3 or 4 more sessions with her. How was the situation? Then ඔයාට කොහොමද කියන එක. And she was okay after that. එයාගේ අර ලොකු ස්පයිඩර් කෙනෙක් දැක්ක වුණත් she's not going nearby. ළඟට යන්නේ නෑ එලවන්න කරන්න. But she's not kind of she's this මේ අර තිබුණු physical symptoms sweating palpitation කියන ඒවා so අඩු වුණා. We did like nearly 8 months 8 to 10 months විතර ගියා session එක. Yeah, so after that 10 11 වගේ so went like that. It was the thing like where she got cured and we applied lot of strategies over there. So that's how the graded exposure therapy is done. Any questions? I hope you got some point related to that. Then how to do කියන එකම නෙමෙයි. What is graded exposure therapy කියන එක වගේ?
Ma'am, it's like first we had to relax the client and we had to explain what's the situation going on, and we have to move on slowly to get the client out of the problem that she's facing. Is that so?
Yes, that's the thing. Little by little දැන් සමහරලාට ඕක වෙන කෙනෙකුට වෙන විදිහක්. අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම වෙන කෙනෙකුට වෙන විදිහක්. එක්කෙනෙකුට වෙන විදිහක්. හැබැයි මට මෙයාගේ session එක very interesting මොකද අර we have applied lots of things. ඉතින් අර පොඩි පොඩි බොරු වැඩ ඒවත් කරා. ඉතින් ඒ වගේ we have to do that. කරන්න වෙනවා. යාව එතෙන්ට ගන්න we have to do that. එක්කෝ දැන් spiders ලා ඇත්තට මගේ කාමරේ නැහැනේ ඉතින්. මං අයාව අල්ලගෙන ගෙනල්ලා බිත්තියක තියලා උඩ කොහත් යන්න දෙන්නේ නැතුව එතන ඉඳලා මේවා කරලා ක්ලයන්ට් එනකන් ඉඳලා එහෙම කරලා ඉතින් එහෙම තමයි ඉතින් කරන්නේ. So we have to do ඒ වගේම කරන්න වෙනවා අපිට according to the situation. සමහර අය එච්චර දේවල් කරන්න ඕනෙත් නෑ. සමහරට කතා කරාම okay වෙනවා. But sometimes we have to do such things also. කරන්න expose එකේ අර fear එක එන්න අඩු කරනවා. We reduce the fear and come to the 0 point. 0 වෙනකන් අපි කරගෙන යන්න ඕනේ. Right?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, this graded exposure therapy is applied to all phobias.
Yes, all the phobias. All the phobias and OCD also.
Then what about snakes, ma'am?
Snakes උත් එහෙම හැබැයි මට snakes බය කෙනෙක් වුණා වැඩ කරන්න හම්බ වෙලා නෑ in my personal life. But I watched some of the videos related to that. Snakes ලාවන I think අල්ලන්න බැහැනේ. Right? ඒක
Yeah.
impractical නේ. I mean, they spider වත් අල්ලන්න දුන්නේ නෑ. I mean because spider කෙනෙක් අල්ලන්න ඕනේ නැහැනේ. So I didn't make that goal. It depends. සමහර අය කරනවා but I didn't make that goal and අර කෙනාව ඉතින් මොකටද ස්පයිඩර් කෙනෙක් අල්ලන්න අවශ්‍ය වෙන්නේ නැහනේ. but අල්ලන්න කියලා කියන්නේ like මගේ end up එක උනේ watch a video of a spider and I mean the ලොකු spider කෙනෙක් නෙමෙයි like මේ පොඩි baby spider කෙනෙක් නිකන් පොඩි baby මේ spider කෙනෙක්ව අල්ලේ මේ මතේ ගෑවෙන්න කියන එක. ඒක තමයි the goal I set up with her. Right? So she also wanted to set up that. මොකද ඇඟේ වැදුනොත් මොකද වෙන්නේ කියන එකදී. So then like she was able to මේ මතේ තියාගෙන උතු ඉන්නේ නැනේ කීයටවත් එහෙම තිබ්බම දුවනවනේ. ඉතින් එයාගේ අර normally අත ගසලා දාන විදිහට ගසලා දාලා එයාට ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැතුව ඉන්න. මොකද අතේ තියාගෙන පෙට් කරන්නේ නැහැ නේ ස්පයිඩර්ව කීයටවත්. We just keep it like accidentally it falls, and then I just flop it, and then it goes. After even flop it, I'm okay. කස බය වෙලා ගැස්සිගේ මේ palpitation වෙලා sweating වෙලා like එහෙම වෙන්නේ I'm okay, I'm back to normal කියන එක තමයි. That was my goal. So she was achieved, I mean she achieved those two goals. The snakes ලත් එහෙමයි, like we don't want to set up that goal that person is going to අර වගේ කොහෙත්ම ඕනේ. At least watch a movie with us, we watch a video of a snake, and ස්නේක්ට බය නොවී බැහැනේ, බය වෙන්න ඕනෙනේ, උළඟට යන්න බෑ, we can't go close to the snake, but ඒ කියන්නේ freeze වෙන්නේ නැතුව help එකක් ඉල්ලන්න ස්නේක් කෙනෙක් දැක්කහම. සමහර අය freeze වෙලා ඉන්නවනේ එතනම voice lock වෙලා එහෙම නැතුව like at least to I mean the like මරන්න කියන target එක නෙමෙයි, help එකක් ඉල්ලන්න. ඒ තරමට ඒ කියන්නේ අපේ I mean phobia කියලා කියන්නේ අපි කියන්නේ දැන් ඒක දැන් whatever the phobia is irrational. ඒක normal life එකේ normal කෙනෙක් කරන එක. දැන් එයා අනිත් අය වගේ නැති නිසානේ ඔය phobia කියලා අපි නම දාන්නේ. So then like back to normal in a sense, like do as ordinary people do. ඒ goal එක it's totally enough.
Okay, ma'am. Got it.
Right? දැන් අපි ගත්තොත් එහෙම ghost phobia, ghost ලට තියෙන බය. ඉතින් ghost කෙනෙක්ව බල බල ඉන්න කියලා කියන්න පුළුවන්. No one, even I wouldn't watch the ghost and wait. එතකොට like we had to come to the position like just to I mean there are no ghost කියන ඒ reality එක. Actually the real thing is no ghost are in the environment. Ghost කියන එක නම් මිනිස්සු වගේ වටේ ඉන්නේ නැහැ. ඉතින් I mean it's scary තමයි, but like how to live with, I mean මිනිස්සු කතා කරනවා ඒක ගැන, okay fine, and it's normal to avoid the conversation also. හැබැයි ghost කියන එක like එතෙන්ට excessively අපි fear එකක් වෙන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. Like every time මෙහෙම මේ මුළු පැය 24ම ghost ලා වටේ ඉන්නෙත් නෑ. And so we can talk about it. I think what is that කියන ghost එක කියලා කියන්නේ ඉතින් ඇත්තටම like the movement of the mind, that's it. අපේ සෙලවෙන මනස, move of the mind. ඒක තමයි ඉතින් ghost කියලා කියන්නේ. ඉතින් දැන් psychologically එහෙම කියලා කියන. හැබැයි people do have myths and beliefs තියෙනවා ඔකට. ඉතින් අර ඒ වගේම අපි කරන්නේ generalize කරන එක. කරලා අර thoughts අයින් කරනවා. તો මේ ghost කෙනෙක් ගිහින් touch කරන්න, අල්ලන්න, hug කරන්න නෙමෙයි. I mean the removed thoughts of the client. Clear? Then spider ගෙත් එහෙමයි. So she has some, sorry I couldn't talk about the thoughts I guess. Even that spider's case, she had irrational thoughts like මොනවද මට allergies හැදේ. I would have allergies. ඉතින් දැන් එයාට එක තේ අපි එක expose කරා දැන් spider ඇඟට ඇල්ලුවා කියලා allergy හැදිච්ච එහෙම allergy හැදිලා මැරුණ කෙනෙක් එහෙම කොහෙවත් වාර්තා වෙලත් නැහැ. I mean the tiny ones. එයාගේ Discovery channel එක දැකලා තමයි ඕක. දැන් අර poisonous spiders ලා ඉන්නවා. But in Sri Lanka we don't have, thank God we don't have poisonous spiders. ඒකට ඒක අපි assimilate කරගන්න ඕනේ අර baby spiders ලාට ගෙදර ඉන්න. So allergies හැදුනහම like yeah sometimes, but like we really don't want to scared for that. There are I mean precautions that we can take for that. We can just avoid the places. If we notice it, I get allergies, I can I mean we can use all තියෙනවනේ vaporizers අනම්මනම් දාන්න පුළුවන්, and have medicine. You can keep Piriton and Allegra at home. So I mean those are the precautions, kind of that there are options කියන එක තමයි අපි මේවා කරන්නේ client. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Others, any questions?
Excuse me, ma'am. For aerophobia, like how do they do the exposure therapy? Like, do they take the aeroplane and sit down or something?
Yeah, ඒකත් like we can do like that. Aerophobia තියෙන කෙනෙක්වත් නම් මට හම්බ වෙලා නැහැ. But we can do ඕක වගේම කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඉතින් සමහරවිට දැන් ලංකාවෙත් available නේ ඔය ඉන flights එහෙම තියෙනවා. ඉතින් ඒ වගේ ඉතින් දැන් fly කරන කෙනෙක්ට දැන් කියන්නේ if the person has some kind of හිතන්නකෝ fly කරන්න if there is no chance at all නම් ඉතින් එතකොට ඒ ගැන එකක් තියෙන්න අවශ්‍ය කියන්නේ ඒ කියන්නේ ඇත්තට ලොකුවට හිත තේරුමක් නැහැ but like හිතන්න දැන් she's planning to go for ගිය කෙනෙක් කියලා හිතන්නකො so then එකපාරක් විතරක් නෙමෙයි so then there could be a possibility for her to fly again so she can't so she is refusing to fly ඒ වගේ වුණාම ඉතින් චුට්ටක් ඉතින් we can take like aerophobia තිබ්බ කෙනෙක්ගේ I overheard මට ඒක හරියට මතක නෑ what the things කියලා so they are like they talked to the Ratmalana Air Force and got some permission from them the කොහෙද like to take one of them ඒක කරන්න පුළුවන් even like from the KDU you cannot like we can get the help related to that with the psychological department yes yes ඕක එකක් කරන්න වෙන කරන්න දෙයක් නැහැනේ have to take කර අයිඩියක් හරි ගෙනියන්න වෙනවා yes any questions okay if you all don't have any questions so then we can move to the next one I haven't talked yes PTSD post traumatic stress disorder so the stress again I talked about and I even when I was explaining stress I said like there are so many links with which the stress is linked with so PTSD is one of that. PTSD stands for post-traumatic stress disorder. So post-traumatic stress disorder in a sense like, now traumatic in a sense, what's the meaning of traumatic? Traumatic.
Something that caused a severe impact, an incident that caused a very negative impact person's life after that trauma.
Trauma, yes. What is trauma?
A dangerous incident happened in our life.
Yeah. So, however, like the incident which happened and which affected emotionally and which affected person can I mean the emotionally and negatively affected for the emotions of the person. Right, so that is the traumatic in a sense, traumatic in a sense that. So it post trauma කියලා කියන්නේ කලින් වෙච්ච දෙයක්. So which incident happened in the past and that incident led the person to be stressed out and that stress is led to a depression. So that is called post-traumatic stress disorder. PTSD වලදී they are having so much of things. Not only is depression. Depression features විතරක් නෙමෙයි. They are having anxiety features. They are having panic features. And sometimes they are having eating disorders, sleeping disorders. Lots of things are there. So මේ post-traumatic stress disorder කියලා ගත්තාම mainly in Sri Lanka PTSD කියන එක treatments පටන් ගත්තේ after 2004 in Sri Lankan psychological history we started treatments for PTSD mainly ඒක කලිනුත් තිබුණා but ඒකට ලොකුවටම අර මොනවාද Sri Lankan Psychological Association එකෙන්වත් mental health development එකෙන්වත් like ලොකු දෙයක් උනේ නැහැ. But after 2004, what is the incident happened after 2004?
Tsunami.
Tsunami, yes. So after tsunami, there were lots of people who came across with PTSD. So these, I mean, they don't. I mean, they are the people who survived from tsunami, and then after that, they had gone through this PTSD, and there were lots of people who suffered from there. So then very first time Sri Lankan Psychological Association organized and taken down a few psychological group from India to Sri Lanka, and they trained the Sri Lankan psychiatric and the clinical psychologist with special techniques which can be applied for PTSD, that is EMDR and EFT. So EMDR is the main, I mean, the technique that we do with PTSD. EMDR කරන්නේ mostly EMA PTSD patients ලාත් එක්ක විතරයි. Eye movement desensitization, relaxation, regulation technique. EMDR means just give me a second. Screen got stuck. Right? So that is EMDR. So there are the EMDR කියන එක හැම counselor කෙනෙකුටම කරන්න බෑ. Right? ඒක ඇත්තටම EMDR කරන්න there are special trained people who registered for Sri Lankan EMDR Association. From there they train people because EMDR technique is related with acupunctures. Acupunctures press කරලා තමයි අපි ඒක කරන්නේ. So EFT also the same, doing the acupunctures and mainly EFT is done by pressing the acupunctures, and EMDR is mainly do with the neurons, related with neurons with eye movements. Eye movements එක්ක neurons link කරලා තමයි කරන්නේ. එතකොට neurons එක වැඩ කරනවා කියලා කියන්නේ අපි හොඳට ඒක practice කරන කෙනා train වෙන්න ඕනේ. Even I haven't trained well for EMDR and I don't practice it. When I feel it, okay, this person, මම refer කරපු patients ලා ඉන්නවා කරගෙන යද්දී, like while doing the sessions there are lots of patients which I refer to my colleagues and my senior consultants and all. මොකද අපි මම කලිනුත් කතා කරානේ අපිට කරන්න බෑ කියන එක දැනුණාම there is no shame. I mean you all don't need to be ashamed or like think about like that your reputation or whatever the name would be ruined කියලා. කරන්න බැරි දේ බොරුවට කරන්න කවදාකවත් කරන්න යන්න එපා. මොකද කවදා හරි වෙන කෙනෙකුට දැන් ඔය මනුස්සයට කොහොමවත් අපෙන් හොඳ වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ අපිට දන්නේ නැත්තම් ෂුවර් නැත්තම්. ඒත් ඒ මනුස්සයට හොඳ නොවුනොත් he would have gone for somewhere else. ගිහිල්ලා අපිට බොරුවක් කරේ කියලා වෙන කෙනෙක්ගෙන් දැනගත්තොත් it's a shame. ඒක තමයි ලැජ්ජාව. ඊට වඩා I mean you can contact your colleagues or seniors and just refer the person and be that is genuine. ඒක තමයි genuine කියලා කියන්නේ. So there are lots of clients also which I referred for the others. මටත් PTSD වගේ ආවොත් like if I feel it okay then severe depression වගේ කෙනෙක්ට if I feel that this person has to be done EMDR, it would be fine. I'll definitely relate it to my trainers and all because it has to be හොඳට well trained වෙච්ච කෙනෙක් තමයි EMDR කරන්න ඕන. And EFT also the same because mainly EFT also related with acupunctures. So මොකද මම ඒක කිව්වෙත් like සමහරලාට දැන් ඔය EMDR කියන එකත් once one of my colleagues share it like then YouTube videos වල තියෙනවා. Even if you go the YouTube video and search it EMDR කරන sessions තියෙනවා. ඉතින් එහෙම බලලා සමහර මිනිස්සු කරනවා. එහෙම කරන්න බෑ. මොකද ඒකට like there are I mean there's a 6-month course එකකුත් තියෙනවා for EMDR trainings කියලා. Only for EMDR. And like even for the other things දැන් අරගලන් කල්ගිය සතියේ මගෙන් ඇහුවානේ මෙහෙම කරලා ඩිප්ලෝමා එක කරලා HND එකක් කරලා කවුන්සලින් කරන්න බැරිද එහෙම කියලා. දැන් ඔයගලන්ට මම හිතනවා පොඩි හරි අවබෝධයක් එනවා ඇති කියලා මේකේ තියෙන වැලිඩිටි එක මේක කොච්චර බාරපතල සබ්ජෙක්ට් එකක්ද කියන එක. හිතන්න EMDR කියන එකට වෙනම ට්‍රේනින් එකක් තියෙනවා. So EFT වලටත් තියෙනවා. And you all know in there are ලංකාවේ නම් එහෙම නැහැ. ඇත්තටම හරි කියන courses නැහැ. මම ලංකාවේ කිසිම EMDR එක නම් I recommended because there are lot in the EMDR association there are lots of qualified people are there. So instead I'm recommending that EFT and EMDR association එකෙන් කරන එක. But other than that CBT වලටවත් හරිම තැනක් නැහැ. CBT විතරක් train කරන්න. But in India like there are psychotherapies කියලා තියෙන CBT වෙනම train වෙන courses තියෙනවා. REBT වෙනම train වෙන and TA and other things. ඉතින් හිතාන දැන් අපි පොඩ්ඩක් diploma එකකද degree එකකද චුට්ටක් ගැන කතා කරලා then we say okay you all can do counseling කියලා. එහෙමනම් why other that techniques are being trained by 6 months and 3 months kind of that. දැන් එහෙනම් ඇත්තටම we have to if you all are practicing those things we have to train. ඒව train කරගන්න ඕන නැත්නම් මෙහෙලා සමහර workshops තියෙනවා there are workshops so එහෙම workshops තියෙද්දි like I mean people can go and participate for those things and trained and all එහෙම කරලා train වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒකට like කලින් නම් අර where is it Damrivi Kela, the foundation, Damrivi Foundation, they had lots of courses, but now it's stopped. So Damrivi Foundation is in Colombo. So they had the drama therapy, art therapy, and CBT. That was really good, but unfortunately they stopped that 6-month course. But in Sinhala medium, even though it's great, they stopped that. Because lacking with the resources, the person who had done that is passed away, that one of the lecturer in Peradeniya. So then they stopped that. So, I mean, there are places like that. So once you all are doing the CBSE කරන අයට නම් ඒගොල්ලන්ට interest නම් කියනවා මේ වගේ තැන්වල තියෙනවා මෙහෙම තියෙනවා යන්න කියලා. So they have to go and train kind of that what is going on. The specialize with the techniques at least CBT වත් හොඳට train වෙන්න ඕන counseling යන්න නම්. No, it is EMDR, not ENTR. EMDR, eye movement desensitization and reprocessing therapy. Got it? Nida, did you get that?
Ma'am, can you repeat it, please?
Eye movement desensitization and reprocessing therapy. Okay, I just may put the definitions for the, not the definitions, say name tag for the chat box.
Yeah, Miss, got it. And Miss, can you say me this in NLP like there is this eye accessing cues, right? A technique called. So is it both
Yeah.
same like that?
No.
It's different.
EFT is There is another one called EFT, emotional freedom technique. That is emotional freedom technique. EFT means emotional freedom technique.
Okay.
But NLP is different. NLP techniques are different techniques.
Okay.
Right? NLP means neuro-linguistic programs. Ne?
Yeah. And in that there is a technique called IXSNQs. So that's what I was asking if it is both
Yeah,
same.
but it is different. The way it is done is different.
Okay.
දැන් මෙතනදි කරන්නේ මොනවාද EMDR එකේදී it says the movements. One movement is done with the index finger and it moves, and they are doing the movements, circulating and the movements kind of that. So the EFT is done with the acupunctures. Right, clear?
It's nice. Thank you.
Okay. So the NLP ගත්තාම neuro linguistic program එකේදී like basically they talk about 5 techniques kind of that anchoring and belief changes, kind of mirroring and rapport technique, and reframing thoughts, creative visualization. So under creative visualization we do circle excellency and the one more I can't remember. Yeah, වගේ 3-4ක් විතරම තියෙන circle excellence කියන එක හරිම common. ඒක ගොඩක් වෙලාවට කරන එක. So එතනදී අපි කරන්නේ thought එක වෙනස් කරන්න යන්නේ NLP program වලදී. NLP can be applied for depression උත් කරන්න පුළුවන්, stress කරන්නත් පුළුවන්, anxiety අපි NLP කරනවා. Okay, got it.
Yes, miss.
Yes. So මෙතනදී post may PTSD is very kind of people have to, I mean people suffer a lot in PTSD. PTSD කියන එක it's not easy. So if you can read, I think I talk about that book also, Wave book. කතා කරලා තියෙනවා නේද මම Wave කියන book එක ගැන? නැද්ද? Didn't I tell you all that book?
Sonali Dharani girls.
Yes. So I think I speak about that, didn't I?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So I speak about that. If you all can read, I mean, as a psychological students, like if you all can find that book and read it, it is really good, because in the Wave novel, Sonali Darariyagala didn't mention that she has got PTSD or something. එහෙම අර PTSD මොනවාද මට මතක නැහැ PTSD word එක තියෙනවද කියන එක, but she didn't mention these are the symptoms of kind of that and what the doctor said, then එහෙම කියලා නැහැ. In the whole book, how she was explaining how she struggled. Etanadi, like if you ever read that book, you will understand how hard it is. PTSD කියන එකේ hard කියන movement එක හොඳට තේරෙනවා. Because like sometimes it is not sometimes, it's way different from depression. Then in depression they have most of the times they are having depressive features, and unless they are severe, like they have negative thoughts, but they are continuing with the work. හැබැයි like අර මෙමරි එකක් එහෙම ලොකුවට අර මෙමරි මේ affect වෙන්නේ memory එකක් නැහැනේ depression අයට. ගොඩක් වෙලාට තියෙන නෙගටිව් ඉන්සිඩන්ට් එකක් මොකක් හරි එහෙම වෙලා තමයි තියෙන්නේ. But then PTSD තියෙන අයට post traumatic stress disorder තියෙන අයට they are having a traumatic incident which happened in their life. මොකක් හරි වෙච්ච දෙයක් තියෙන. දැන් සුනාමිම වෙන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. And after that සුනාමි හින්දා තමයි we ever talk about PTSD and we tend to because we found lots of PTSD people and there were lots of people who lost their loved ones even including Sonali Dharaniyagala. So even their life she is the only survivor and all his family members had gone. And also it's mentioned like how hard that was because at the moment she didn't call upon the parents, that also she had a guilty feeling towards the, and in the book it's mentioned like how she had the feelings towards that. I mean she couldn't find the time to call her parents just to tap on their door. She just concentrate on the kids and just ran away with her husband. Treka, she talked about I would have knocked on the door. It's just a second. Why didn't I pose myself? So ඒ වගේ things happen වෙනවා. And the other one, there's a movie also called Lucky One. The one, yes, it's an English movie, Lucky One, and they are also in that just a part of the movie we can find out like it's also related how the soldier is experienced the post PTSD, how he is getting disturbed. අපේ මොනවාද රණවිරු සෙවන එහෙම ගොඩක් patients මේ ඉන්නවා ඒ වගේ ආබාධිත වෙච්ච අයත් ඉන්නවා PTSD කරන්න. Like I myself haven't got so many opportunities to go. I mean, I got few opportunities to work at the Raniviru 7 and few soldiers, but there were like lots of my colleagues who used to work in with those people, and they used to share like how people struggling. Can they really find still they are struggling even after a decade. There are people who struggling with PTSD and having all sort of still having the issues related to these things. Yeah, Wave is an English book. It is not translated into Sinhala. I haven't found any. I mean, Sinhala translation I haven't found. I don't think so. It's an English book and it's very simple English also. It is all over literature. Children use that book as an extract. The author is Sonali Dharaniyagala. I recommended you all to read it. If you all read it, it's great. Because you want to have that understanding. අපිට නිකන් ළමයි මේ පොත්වල ඉගෙනගෙන අපේ patients ලාව අපිට එන client ලාව තේරුම් ගන්න බෑ. අපි මේවා කියවන්න ඕනේ. We need to have I mean the readings and watching movies. ඒව බැලුවාම කියවුවාම තමයි we can understand them. නැතුව මේ නිකන් PTSD කියන ටික ඉගෙන ගත්තා කියලා අපිට මිනිස්සුන්ව තේරුම් ගන්න බෑ. මේ රෝගේ මිනිස්සෙකුට I mean when this is going to be applied to a person, it's different. Person to person is different. සමහරලාට A කියන මිනිස්සයා PTSD එක apply කරගන්න විදිහ it's different to the person B. It's different. Cancer වගේම තමයි. Even the cancer also the different. Person to person, it's different. Even though they are having the same cancer, same level, it's different to person. It affected with the personality. Beside them, we talked about how the personality being affected with the mental illnesses. There are researchers done, and even in the cancer patients, that was my MPhil research. So it's also different person to person, or everything is depend on the personality. So even in my research I did the personality thing and the cancer patients how they're going to adapt to the situations. So we measure the personality of them by using the questionnaires. It's different. The mental illnesses it's different. Even the PTSD also different. So that in that book, it's only for the Sonali Dharaniyagala's experience. So ඒක කියුවා කියලා හැම PTSD patient කෙනෙක්ම එහෙම නෙමෙයි. It's not like that. So however, they are having like after a traumatic incidents, like they tend to having kind of vigilance, hypervigilance, flashbacks in a sense. That movie I mentioned, Lucky One, I guess. Like it says how it's been flashback. It was a soldier who worked for the Second World War. After that, like he really gets scared for the toy gun. Not a toy gun, I guess. No, ගෙදර ළමයෙක් හදපු toy එකකින් කරපු සද්දයකට he used to hide and try to get a pistol. Again, pistol එකක් නෙමෙයි. She just assuming it as a pistol and try to aim it. So then in the movie, like his sister try to console the children and say like uncle is here, like don't make any noises, because he couldn't tolerate the noises because they were there. So that was the movie happened in America states, but in Sri Lanka also so many soldiers have the same problem about after having the this I mean when the people, those who exposed to that final battlefield, so then still they are having that. So that one of the my cousin, he was in the battlefield, he was a soldier officer, so then he was in the battlefield till the last moment. So still he can't tolerate the crackers. Pratinya, he can't tolerate it. So my cousin sister says like even when there are crackers like kind of that, can't in a stage he's not getting PTSD තත්ත්වෙටම නෙමෙයි, but still he is having some kind of things, and he is to avoid the place and not staying kind of that, doesn't want to talk about it. So and he doesn't allow his kids to have crackers or kind of that crackers වලට, and it sounds very luckily. So there are people who is struggling with such things. Okay, I hope the PTSD is clear for you all. Any questions related to that?
Miss. Hello.
Yes.
Miss, can you give some more like therapies or treatments which we use for PTSD people, like names of them?
Sorry, it's not
Can
clear.
you mention some more treatments or therapies we use for PTSD patients?
PTSD, we can use CBT.
Okay.
CBT දාන්න පුළුවන්. මම මෙතන දීලා තියෙන CBT, EMDR, EFT. Even NLP also can be used.
Oh, I don't have the PDF. That's it. Okay, Miss, I'll get the PDF then from someone.
How comes that?
No, it got deleted. All my softwares and stuffs in my phone got deleted. That's it. I'll take it.
Right.
Okay, Miss.
Yes. Take it. Okay. Any questions? Right. Next one is separation anxiety disorder. Okay, so next week is we are going to have the assignment, right? 12th. Okay. So I spoke to the college and requested to have a 3-hour session at a stretch on Thursday. But Hiba said there are 11 කියලා නේද? Hiba, are you here?
No, ma'am, she was the one saying she was having some
Ah,
issues.
yeah. Yes. No, today 13 are here. That means 12 are here.
Miss, excuse me.
Yes.
Actually, maybe she's counted me and she's saying it's 11. But without me, it will be 10. Exactly, there are 10, like 5 pairs. Because from college, they have said me like I don't have to do the project because we have some other big project and I'll not be getting the certificates. But other girls from BSc, they will be getting diploma certificate. They are the classes which they are conducting from you, they'll be getting the certificate and they'll have to face the exams and assignment. But I don't have to face the exams because I will not be getting the certificates. This is just an extra class for me. So without me, it will be 10.
So you are doing the BSc parallelly, is that so?
Yeah, I am doing only BSc.
So you are doing the BSc on the online or the physical?
Online class, Miss.
With Miss Farina.
Yeah, Miss Farina.
Okay, so you are just started it?
No, we've started it August.
Okay.
And
So
like
there's another girl from BSc neither?
Yeah, she is doing diploma in psychology also. So she will be doing
Who
the
is
primary.
she?
Azima.
Is she here?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Yes,
Okay. Right, I want to talk about this to the college. So what is the purpose of you to attend this class?
this is for my extra
Nida?
knowledge. Yeah, miss. This is for my extra knowledge. Like, yeah, from college they recommended me to join your class because it's gonna be like extra knowledge for me.
Okay. Right. I'll talk to the college and get back to you.
Yeah, miss.
Right.
Actually, miss, Nirosha is the one who is dealing with us. So she is the one who knows about us. So you can talk to her.
Yeah. I'll contact the college and get back to you related to this. So, however, so the date is the date and the time was not fixed yet. So how we are going to do that? Are you going to be the volunteers of doing the assignment? Natta, you want to have the rotate basic or what is that? It's up to you all. Do we put the numbers නැතිනම් දාන්න විදිහක් නැහැ, randomly selected තම. How you want to do? Are you allocated to do as a volunteer base? Okay, so then you all do like that. මෙහෙම කරන්න. Fasna, can you pass the message to Hiba? So you all have a group, right? So then you get together and discuss with your members, right? Fasna, can you pass the message to Hiba?
Yeah, okay, I'll pass.
Yes. So you get together because that after starting the sessions, if it's going to be continued, so then we can have a 3-hour session. I'll let you all know like after contacting Nirosha. So if it's not, we have to continue for Friday. So who's going to be Thursday and who's going to be Friday? කියන එක. right? So how we are going to do කියන එක let me know, like are you going to do the volunteer based කැමති කෙනා ඉස්සෙල්ලාම කරනවද නැත්නම් මොකක් හරි numbers එහෙම දාගෙන කරනවද කියලා. Then if you are going to do the numbers or something එක්කෙනෙක් මොකක් හරි responsibility එකක් අරගෙන ළමයිගේ නාන්ටික ලියලා හරි මොන හරි කරලා මොකක් හරි කරලා, so then just give me a list of your names from the order who is going to do first and second third කියන එක.
No, ma'am. Like everyone should become the counselors now.
Yeah.
For
Everyone has to
turn-
become
for
the
a session.
counselor. Marks are given
Yeah.
for the counselor.
So is it like this now? If me and Hiba is the first one to do the session, after finishing, like if I am the counselor and if she is the client, after finishing our that session, again we have to rotate it and she becomes the counselor and I'll becoming the client. Is it going like that way or like?
I don't mind. I
the
don't
other
mind.
way?
I want to have an exact schedule of y'all. You just decide it and let me know. I don't mind either way. මං එහෙම කියන්නේ because නැත්තම් මට කවුද ඊළඟට next week එකේ ඉන්න වෙනවා. So
Yeah.
it will be better if you all are be prepared. Then I know the list of names. Okay, you all are going to do කියලා. Then I call upon and do that. නැත්තම් 12ම කරන්න බැරි වෙනවා එක දවසේ.
Okay, ma'am. And I'll
Okay,
discuss
so
with the
just
others and
discuss
let you
with
know.
y'all in the thread and finally ask Hiba to send the list from the beginning to the end who's going to be the next dealer. ඊළඟට යන්න.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
right. Okay, then girls, get ready for the assignment and be prepared. Y'all can practice. You have
about-
time.
Ma'am, about the draft, sending you via mail, we have to write a complete case study
No,
of
after
what we are
doing the
going to do.
session. Yes, after doing
Yeah.
the session. Then
In
අපි
the
12 කරොත් you all send it by 13th වෙද්දි මට mail එක එවන්න. So the end of the session I'll give the email address of mine.
ma'am, in that case study order, do we have any specific format?
No, not a specific format. අපි කරපු format එකම තමයි.
I mean, whatever we did practical, we have to write it out, right?
Yeah, the timing in a sense like the name of it. Then you are taking the name,
Yeah, we are taking
age,
out the
ඔක්කොම.
name.
So
Like
you are not
about we are
listening
questions. Do we have to write those questions also?
questions in a sense. What you ask
Yeah,
her.
the counselors will be asking questions towards the client.
No, it's not
So,
like that. Now, what I am expecting for you to write is, අර කියන ඔක්කොම ටික නෙමෙයි, first in the history. So history you have to write, right? You have to write all the things with the history, name, age, අර පවුල විස්තර, family thing, where the occupation
Like
and
a
everything you have to
CV.
write down. Then after
like a
that,
bio.
consider the thoughts. You are taking the thoughts, ne? Up to thoughts
Yeah.
recording, we are doing the session. So write down the thoughts of the client, thoughts, emotions, behaviors. That's it. And find out the real problem of the client. What is the real problem? And which incident, if there is an incident, which is their incident which made person to have this. If there is an incident or something, write down that also.
Then we are not going to write like after thought
No,
recordings,
you are
we
not going to
ranking
write
thought and we are finding
the
main-
problem from the beginning
all
to
of
the end. You are not going to write. No need to write that.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, I'm having the recording. I'm listening to the recording and giving the marks.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Got it. Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Any questions related to the assignment?
Ma'am, what about ratings?
Yeah, rating also. Thoughts and the ratings both. Ratings වලට නම් මම ලොකුවට marks නැහැ because it's done by the client නේ. But you have to mention that rating කියන එක. Okay?
Ma'am, your email ID.
All right. Okay, I'll give it then now.
Okay.
I'll send the. Yes.
Ma'am, you can send it to the thread. No?
Yeah, ne? I'll send it to the thread.
Everyone can receive it.
Yes. Okay, then we'll meet next week. And for the thread, though, I'll put the message what is going to be happen. Are we going to have a 3-hour session the නැද්ද කියන එක. So you can send the message for the, even one of you can send the message for my personal law thread එකටත් එවන්න පුළුවන් list එකක් ලියලා who's going to be කියලා one by one, right?
Okay, ma'am. I'll inform all this to Hiba. So as she is the monitor of our class, she will handle it.
Yeah, whoever, just take it and pass it and get the responsibility, and whatever, I mean, finally just let me know what's going on.
Okay, ma'am. Sure.
Okay, girls, then we'll wind up for today and stay safe,
Thank you,
everyone.
ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. You too stay safe.
Yes.
Good night, ma'am.
Good night.